that hand. Woo!
Ben Barretto on the move. It's cold up here. Change of plan today. Job done. Might have peaked. Good morning. Here we are. We're in. No, we're not in Milford Sound today.
Not yet. Getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah. We're in Picton. We're about to jump on the ferry and kick off the Sounds of Sounds ride from Ships Cove all the way to Milford Sound, pretty much the length of the South Island of New Zealand. Here's Rufus, coming back from broken pelvis only about 4 months ago. Ready to go?
Yeah, ready. Got a chronically sore back the last 2 weeks, so basically just haven't ridden the bike in 2 weeks. Hoping to be alright for this, so we'll know now how far I go.
We'll find out real soon. We're off. Climbing away here, beautiful bush. Yeah, early breakaway. Rufus dropped off the back somewhere, I didn't see him. And then I missed a turn because I had my going on power save mode. Went straight through it. Ended up at a place called Camp Bay. And then I had to push my bike out of there. Check the dots. Rufus is right behind me somewhere, so the instinct to know why he dropped off. Yeah, just cruising around Kennett Sound now, and it's lovely. Bit of shin splinty pain, so trying to stretch that out early before it turns into anything. I have had a bit of soreness there lately, so. Oh, look at that hand.
And a number, cut up the wrist too.
Oh God, I wonder what happened.
It was ridiculous. It was like...
It's a swollen hand, man. Is it broken or?
I don't know. You know when you have a crash and it's so painful, you just have to sit down and breathe? Because my leg was really sore too. That's fine now. And this, I was just like, oh man, like for ages. And then I finally just like got back on and was just like riding like this. And then it just got slowly better to the point where it's quite hard to break. But it aches like hell, but it seems fine, I think. Well, I guess it could be broken.
Here we are, we're rejoining the Queen Charlotte track for the last segment. That's it, the end of the Queen Charlotte. Well, poor Rufus starts with a sore back, then he crashes, cuts his hand up, swells up, and now he just gets stung in the neck by a bee. The man just can't get a break. But I did the Great British Divide with this man, and he's persisted for a lot harder than this, so good guy to have around. Picton, coming into Picton pretty soon. Could be keen for a cold coat. Woo-hoo! Big, real big. What's happening now, Rufus?
Not everything else we can, it's just inspired.
Rufus just checking the dots, and we've found that Aaron, a guy, is within 10 kilometres of us. Fully loaded, Rufus. You got 4 cheeseburgers there.
And 3 packets of lollies.
3 packets of lollies.
Me cook.
Coke, couple of chocolate milks.
Just smashed the chocolate milk down there.
Had all that. Macca's. That's absolutely full too.
Absolutely disgusting. 200 Ks to the next refuel.
Roughly. Be good. Leave and Blenheim. Not sure what the heat is right now, but I'm definitely saying 30 plus. And then we just run into this absolute gold mine of a tree, and I just had to embrace bike touring mode stop and have a wee taste. Have a wee apple crumble. Well, just like the Great Southern Brevet, the Sounds to Sounds scenery has already exceeded expectations. Coming up to sunset, a couple of 100 k's in, but it's already been an eyeful today. And the goal is to try and get to Hamner Springs tonight, essentially, which is 311 k's from the start. Just be a nice place to hunker down. Try and get there before 2 or 3 a.m. would be beautiful. It's getting pretty dark now, so I don't know how much else I'll film. It's been slow going, some soft, crappy gravel. We're going slower than hoped, but that's a nice view. Here we are, cresting Ward's Pass. It's a good feeling. Up at about 11 or 1200 meters at about midnight. We are just rolling into Hamner. It's 3:30 a.m. We've climbed 5,200 meters and ridden 315 kilometers. Good day one. Good morning. It's now 8 a.m. We've had about 3.5 hours sleep or so. Packing out the bivvies. I'm just going to have my last cheeseburger and then we're just going to roll into Hamner Springs Township, find some potential hot food maybe, or now I made it to Culverton. This is what they call a Southern Man pie. Steak pie, but instead of a roof they just crack an egg on top. Classic. And Balmoral Station Road. Not much to see. Absolutely battling into a headwind. We're hardly moving. Smoke out. The gravel is hot, baking. Made it to the Ashley River and we're going in for a swim. It's just too hot. Look at him go. Why Makariri? Cruising through the hometown, Christchurch. We come to the home city, and Rufus is too close to his family to continue.
I'm out of motivation. Turning her off. Bashed the hand in the first like 15 k's of the course. Yeah.
Then saddle issues.
Saddle issues. Got a really bad back coming into it.
He's pre-cooked as well.
I could keep going if you want.
Yeah. Oh well, thanks for your company, Rufus.
Oh, not a problem. Sorry to be leaving you on your own.
Oh, cheers, mate. There's a bit too much socialising going on in Christchurch there, so now I am in a bit of a race to get to Lincoln New World Supermarket before it shuts at 9. Yeah.
I haven't done my hair, mate.
Well, I made it to New World Lincoln in time, and my coach Steve, the man behind the numbers, is here to cheer me on.
Yeah, smash it.
Ideal. Cheers for coming out.
No worries, mate. Good to see you.
Last night I pushed on to Rakaia Gorge, got a good 4 or 5 hours sleep actually, pretty chill. And now we're cruising south towards Geraldine, and beautiful morning for it. Well, some news this morning is that Rufus made it into hospital. Turns out he does have a broken hand. floating bone fragments in it, so kudos to that man for making it 500 kilometres back to Christchurch with that setup. Nice to have some company.
Good look at your right, bloody.
Yeah.
The subway counter.
Yeah. Just leaving Geraldine. Was guided in by a good man. He's just going to guide people with doing the Sounds and Sounds in. Absolutely loved it. Just leaving Pleasant Point. Made my first error of the trip. Forgot my Rhino Power drink bottle, and that's what I mix up my Raro in. I also bought some sticky plasters. My bag is rubbing on my spine a bit. A couple of old boys helped me out by putting the plaster on my spine for me. But anyway, we're off. I've got another couple of 100 kilometres to try and do today. It's already midday and over 2,000 metres climb. Found this nice river. Got two big climbs right in front of me over to Tekapo, so I'm cooling off. I'm going to get a full dip going. Get the core temp down before putting in some effort. Heading up the climb up the Mackenzie Pass now. Then I'll be able to drop down and it's 40 k's to Tekapo, where I'll have another refuel. Very quick resupply in Tekapo, really trying to push to get to Twizel before the supermarket closed there. Ben Barretto on the move. Rolling out of Twizel after a nice early sleep there, 4 AM early morning, trying to beat the weather coming through. Should be a goodie. This is a glorious climb, about 10 k's of just nice gradual uphill out of Lake Ohau. I'm missing a hell of a view, but thankfully I took it in only about 5 weeks ago on the Great Southern Brevet, so hoping quietly for a coffee shop to be open in Marlborough. Haven't had a coffee in 3 days, but could be ambitious.
After a fantastic cooked breakfast at the wrinkly Ram Marlborough, I made my way up to the saddle.
Oh, that's the Marlborough saddle. It's cold up here. That's where I'm going. Not looking good. This would be a good option for sleeping if you're going to do the Sounds of Sounds. Top hut, 10 beds or so. Looks mint. I'm cold, so I am not going to stop.
On the southern side of the saddle, the temperature had dropped dramatically and the rain had turned some of the sections of trail into peanut butter-like mud.
Another hut, Boundary Creek hut.
I was forced to hop off my bike and push through a few of these sections, which took a toll on the progress.
Just rolling into Alexandra now after 60 kilometres of rail trail. Definitely going to have a big refuel here, potentially even a sit down meal, because I was planning on going over the Nevis tonight. Forecast is looking like it might even snow up there. We go up to 1,300 metres and I'm just not interested in that. So I might find somewhere to stay. I've got time to cruise and eat and then spin up to Clyde and then Cromwell. Lovely. couple of peanut slabs from some dot watches. Absolutely stoked. It's going to get me over the hill. Big turn out today, a few people coming out, it's pretty awesome. Well, this is a bit of a committing moment, just heading up the Nevis Road. I've been umming and ahhing all day looking at weather reports. I'm just using the old visualization. Looks nice up there. So 1300 metre climb and then about a 60k gradual climb. And then there's a Garson ski hut that I'm really hoping has got a bed, and then I'll be absolutely sorted. And that's right on the 1200 kilometre mark. Get it done. Oh, well, it's 1 AM and I've made it to the hut. That was a really hard push. Probably couldn't see much in the footage, but it was just dense fog and rain. I think 2,000 metres climbing since 9 PM, so I'm pretty rinsed. But stoked to have got here. See online there's a fireplace. Bought firelighters. No fireplace, it's been ripped out. But that is a sopping wet rig. Time to try and get warm and dry. That was a very cold sleep, if I got any sleep at all, to be honest. So yeah, change of plan today. Don't want to do it under 5 days. The organisers don't want that. So we'll go to Te Anau. I just sat here and booked the Lakeview Holiday Park. And then tomorrow I can roll to Milford Sound and get it done. Cruisy start, just waiting for it to clear up outside. Starting to be patches of blue sky, which is very exciting after last night. Plan is Mossburn for an afternoon lunch. I've been eating peanut slabs all morning. It's been tasty. I'm rolling into Mossburn. Gonna get a big old cooked breakfast here. In the vicinity of the Marlborough Lakes, I believe. Just rattling through some washboard four-wheel drive tracks. About 60 kilometres of gradual downhill to get to Te Anau. All good, all good. Got my key, checking into a cabin, and I'm very excited. Gonna lie in a bed, get a shower, walk down to the lakefront, eat probably a ridiculous amount of food, and have a couple of beers, I think. Don't mind if I do. Look at that cabin. Look at that tam on. Pretty spectacular. Good flat white. So this is Divide Creek. I think we're on the main divide. Getting onto the west coast for the first time with this route, and you can see from the Garmin at 530 metres now, about to drop down a couple of hundred metres and then head up to the Homer Tunnel. One big last climb. Can't stop here in a car. Can on a bike. What this red light doesn't know is that it's spoiled a good Strava K room. Things are looking good. Alrighty, just another 6 minutes or so. I'm waiting for the Homer Tunnel to open for this direction. So good time for a bit of a roundup. Last couple of days, having to split my 300 kilometre efforts into two and have a night in Te Anau has really freshened me up. Got a lot of recovery done last night, and then today's been really chill, pretty much all on asphalt. And it's amazing the difference it makes. You can just chew through the kilometres. Yeah, it's been a good ride. And then one more tunnel and 20 kilometres, and then we're down looking at Mitre Peak. Pretty cold in the Homer Tunnel. Me, just rode to the end of that little pier. Job done, Mitre Peak, stoked. Big shout out to the Kennett brothers for putting on this event. Definitely a sweet course to follow. You don't need a dual suspension like me, that's overkill, but make your way down, yeah, highly recommend it. Thanks for tuning in, it's been good. Cheers.